Hello, my friends. I'm Dr. Bree, and I get a lot of questions from the women I work with who have prolapse about sun salutations. So we're going to break down sun salutations today. It's a really common yoga flow, and you might see it in your local yoga class, or maybe it's just part of your home practice. So you're probably going to run across sun salutations, and I just want to break them down for you so that you know how to really keep them safe if you do have prolapse. You can absolutely do them. It just might take a little bit of care and kind of tuning into your body to make sure that it feels good for your pelvic floor needs and for your level of prolapse. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to be doing just a lot of focus on making sure that you bend your knees enough that you keep your back straight and try to avoid rounding your spine, because every time you round, that puts a lot of pressure on your pelvic organs. We're also going to do a lot with hinging at the hips appropriately and exhaling, breathing out as we hinge, which I call the decompression breath. This really helps you manage your intra-abdominal pressure so that you're not accidentally kind of bearing down on your pelvic organs, which can make the prolapse feel a lot worse. So let's go ahead and break down sun salutations. We're going to go slow. We're going to do sun salutation A and B after we kind of warm up. So go ahead and join me at the top of your mat. And we're going to begin just with a simple heart opener, just a chest expander, and that decompression breath, which I want you to try right now. You're going to essentially inhale and then exhale, bend your knees and hinge at your hips. As you exhale, your pelvic floor lifts, your belly pulls in, and your breathing diaphragm lifts too. So it takes the pressure off of your pelvic floor and your pelvic organs. That's what we call it, the decompression breath. We're decompressing the pressure. So let's do it with a heart expander. So go ahead and inhale your arms up. Exhale, clasp your hands behind your back. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, bend your knees, hinge at your hips, and exhale. Lift those hands up. Now, if this is too much, you can just have your arms apart, or you can use a strap, a yoga strap or belt between your hands. Now, hang out here for a second. Just if you want to straighten your legs in this position, you can. Breathe normally. I want you to definitely keep breathing. And then we're going to bend the knees and inhale up and exhale, hands at your heart. Let's do it again. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, hands behind your back. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, lift your pelvic floor, pull your belly button to spine, bend your knees and fold. Once you're in this position, your hips are high and elevated, you can go ahead and breathe normally now. Maybe even straighten one leg at a time, stretching those hamstrings. And now I want you to bend both knees, prepare to come up with a flat back. So inhale up with a flat back, and then exhale, hands at your heart. All right, let's go ahead and do our beginning part of the sun salutation, just the forward fold. So inhale your arms up overhead. Exhale, place your hands at your hip creases and bend your knees, hinge forward. Exhaling, exhaling, exhaling. Now inhale, flat back. Really flatten that spine. Try not to round and hunch. Remember, that's a lot of pressure on your pelvic organs. So flat back. Maybe your hands are up here, that's fine. And exhale, bend the knees again and fold. Strongly bend the knees now. Inhale, flat back, flat back. Exhale, hands at your heart. Strong core. One more time, just like that. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands at the hip crease. Bend your knees, hinge at the hips. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bend again and fold. Keep the knees bent and inhale, flat back, flat back. Exhale, hands at your heart. So now we're gonna go one step further and do a little lunge step back. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands at your hip crease, fold forward as you exhale, exhale, bend those knees. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale, fold, bending the knees. Now, hands are strong. Step your right foot back. And let's just hang out here in this nice low lunge for a sec. We won't be here too long, but just breathe normally, just be comfortable. And what I want to have you try doing is focusing on exhaling and lifting your pelvic floor to prepare to step that leg forward. So look forward, inhale, then exhale, lift the pelvic floor, do a little kegel, and hold it as you step forward. Now inhale, look forward, exhale, step the left leg back. Hang out here, just releasing and relaxing. It's just a preparation for our sun salutations. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, lift the pelvic floor. Do your kegel. Hold it, and then step forward. Bent knees. Now inhale, lift the arms up, flat back. Exhale, hands at your heart. Okay, let's go ahead and do our sun salutation A. So you're going to inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, hands at your hip crease. Bend the knees, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Step back with one leg and then the other. We're gonna go into plank. Strong core, strong core. Take it slow. Now drop your knees down. And we're gonna lower down. Now inhale, just a little baby cobra. Nothing crazy. Let's roll the shoulders back and hang out here for just a breath or two. Straightening your legs out behind you. Lifted through the core. Now exhale, come up onto your knees, tuck your toes under, and really strongly exhale, lift the belly button toward the spine and lift your pelvic floor and come into a bent knee downward dog. So take your time with this. You can walk out your legs, so bending one knee at a time. That's totally fine, but just make sure that your back isn't rounding like this. You want to be straight through the spine. Knees are strongly bent. Exhaling to press back. Now we're going to lift the right leg up just a little bit. Exhale, lift your pelvic floor, so do your kegel, and then carefully step that leg forward all at once. Or you can take a couple of steps to get forward and then step the other leg forward, bent knees, and keep your knees bent. Inhale, arms up, back flat. Exhale, hands at your heart. All right, same thing, other side. We're going to inhale. Exhale, hands at your hips. Bend the knees. Decompression breath to fold forward. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, hands on the ground. Step back one leg at a time into your plank. Carefully, carefully, strong core. So I'm zipping up through my core. Pelvic floor is lifted and the low abs are pulled in, low abdominals. Now drop your knees, keep your core strong and come down. Inhale up into your little baby cobra, hold it. Now exhale, come through your knees, tuck your toes. Inhaling and then exhale all the air out. Back into your bent knee, downward dog. Maybe straighten one leg at a time. Keep your spine long. Sitting bones lift up toward the ceiling. Don't round your spine. Now we're going to step our left leg forward and through. Maybe it'll take 2 or 3 steps. Maybe it just takes 1 step. But inhale that left leg just a little bit. Exhale, strong core, pelvic floor lifts, low belly pulls in. 1 step or 3, it doesn't matter. Stepping it forward. And then the other foot joins it, strong core, bent knees. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, hands at your heart. Just take a moment to breathe. Check in with yourself. How does your pelvic floor feel? How does everything feel? Do you feel stable? Do you feel strong? If so, And then let's go ahead and move on to Sun Salutations B. So you're going to bend your knees, sit your bum back. Inhale your arms up, chair pose. Now exhale, fold forward, decompression breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend those knees, hands on the ground, and step back, one leg at a time, and then the other. Strong core, pelvic floor is lifted, abdominals are pulled in. Drop the knees and lower down. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, press back through knees, tuck your toes under, and then exhale all the air out. Downward dog, bent knee, downward dog. Flat back, don't round the spine. Inhale that right leg up. Exhale, strongly pull the knee toward the chest, and then 2 steps or maybe 1 step forward. Position yourself for warrior 1. So inhale, lifted through the pelvic floor, lifted through the core. Warrior 1. Pelvic floor is lifted. Hold it. We're just taking our time with this. Now exhale, hands down. Strongly lift that pelvic floor and step the foot back. Knees drop. We lower down. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, come through your knees, tuck your toes. Exhale all the air out, downward dog. Inhale that left leg up now. Exhale, strong core. Step it forward with 1 step or 3 steps, it doesn't matter. Warrior 1, lifted through the pelvic floor. Lift, 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 lift. Lifted, 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 all the way up. Hold it. Lifted through the pelvic floor. And then hands down. Strong core, pelvic floor is lifted and we step back. Drop the knees and lower down. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, press back through your knees, tuck your toes. Exhale all the air out. Keep your spine long. Don't round your back. And let's hang out here for about 3 breaths. 3 deep breaths. Strongly bent knees so that you keep your back straight, no rounding. Now look forward and let's just step it forward. Exhaling, exhaling, exhaling. Bent knees, bent knees, bent knees. Keep the knees bent, back flat. Lift up. Actually, through chair pose, lift up through chair pose. Inhale all the way up and exhale, hands at your heart. So we're gonna do it one more time, but this next time I want you to try, if you want to hop forward at the end. Totally optional. If that feels like too much, don't worry about it. Just walk forward like we just did. So just center yourself. And we'll wrap up with our final Sun Salutation B. So bend the knees, reach your arms up, chair pose, inhaling. Exhaling, hinging at the hips, decompression breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back. Come down through the knees. Baby cobra, inhale. And exhale. Tuck the toes, exhale all the air out, downward dog. Let's go ahead and start with our left foot forward this time. So lift the left foot and then exhale all the air out and step it forward into warrior 1. Lifted through the pelvic floor, gently pulled in through those low abs. Hold it. Front knee bent, back leg straight. And then exhale, come on down. Strongly lift through that pelvic floor. Come on down through your knees. Inhale, baby cobra. And exhale, back into downward dog. Exhale all the air out. Now inhale, that right leg lifts. Exhale all the air out and step it forward. 1 step or 3 steps, it doesn't matter. Lift through the pelvic floor, holding it. Front knee is bent, back leg is straight. Foot is angled out at a 45 degree. And exhale, come on down. Step it back, strong core, pelvic floor first, then low abs. Drop those knees, lower down, baby cobra, and exhale all the air out, downward dog. Hang out here for about 3 breaths, maybe bending and straightening one leg at a time. Reaching your sitting bones up toward the ceiling, spreading your fingers apart. Now, I want you to if you're gonna hop forward with me, if you're gonna step forward, just walk yourself forward right now. If you're gonna hop forward with me, bend your knees strongly. Inhale, look forward. Exhale all your air out, and then hop forward lightly. Knees bent, inhale your arms up, and exhale hands at your heart. So we skipped the final chair pose, but hopefully you're okay with that. Take a deep breath in and out. And let's just end in mountain pose. So for this, you can just stay right at the top of your mat, but I want you to really spread your feet so that they're really strong and grounded on the mat. Hip width distance apart. Open your hands, palms facing forward, thumbs facing out, rolling the shoulders out, widening the collarbones. Bring those ribs in. If they're thrusting forward, we want to bring them in so you're nice and in tall alignment. And just breathe. Feel lifted through your hip sockets, lifted through your core, lifted through the crown of your head. One more deep breath. And hands at your heart. Namaste. The light in me honors and recognizes the light within you. And of course, if you want to end this practice, lying down in Shavasana, or maybe lying down with your hips up on pillows or a yoga block, that's a great way to end the class, especially if you do feel any pressure or heaviness in your pelvic floor, then ending with your hips up is a really, really great way to end the class. But maybe you're gonna go do more yoga or do some more exercises. So whatever you're doing, I hope this felt good for you and it felt supportive just to break it down and go slowly and really focus on the breath and the hip hinge. Those tiny little changes make a big, big difference. So if this video helped you, give it a thumbs up, share it, subscribe to my channel, and always remember that you can check the video notes for more ways we can work together. And until next time, you can live life vibrantly, even with pelvic health issues. You can do it, and I can help. I will see you next time. Have a wonderful rest of your day. If you are dealing with prolapse or bladder leakage and are looking for a program that you can do at home, check out Lift. You can get the first week free by heading to femfusionfitness.com/lift. Start your healing journey today.